Hi, Paul Hefty here. Going to talk about the triangle no huddle mechanics, how you actually call this in a game, and the process from the sideline. It's a three-step process. So first signal is going to be your alignment, motion, and shifts. The second step would be then to do the tempo. And then third is going to be the snap count and the play itself. Now what happens here is there's a couple ways you can do this, coaching points. You, the OC or the coach, whoever's calling the plays, can signal everything if you want. That's the way I've always done it. It's simple. But you can also do it where you have signalers on each side of you and you communicate to them. What's nice about that, let's say the person on my left is the person doing alignment and tempo. While that's going on, the person on the right is also signaling. So you have dummy signals going on. And then the person, when they start doing the snap count, is to my right. The players know to look there in the play. Then the other person to my left is the dummy signaler. So you can do whichever way you want. Teaching point here, the key is when you're calling this and signaling this, to keep it simple, is just know if the play is going towards the H or away from the H. And you'll see with the signals how you'll know you can use the same hand or the opposite hand with it. What I'm going to go through is give you concrete examples of the first tempo you want to do is our supersonic tempo, meaning going as fast as we can, basically. Then we'll slow it down a little bit with a look and see, and then last with a double cadence, or what we call our freeze. So first off, supersonic tempo. First step again is going to be alignment, motion, and shifts. So what we're going to do for this example is we're going to do a dual right formation. We're going to go supersonic tempo. We're going to go on the first go, and we're going to go ahead and signal and call our split zone play. Okay. So dual right, again, the key here is you're going to signal using your opposite hand because it's going to be easier for the players to process it as they see it right and left. You'll get used to doing everything opposite. The skills will go ahead and look for the signal while the linemen keep their eyes on the defense. They just wait for a verbal call. So the linemen go get lined up, get their line splits, and then here you are with a dual right. Again, I'm going to use my left hand. Now your receivers would scatter into their formation. You want to do this as soon as the play is done. So as a play caller, just know if you want to be in what formation you want to be in. And again, we've talked about each formation. You've got that triangle where you've got 3 plays you can call. And you can think about that once you see the defense. So again, I'm going to go dual right. Now, everybody's getting aligned. With this, since I want to go supersonic tempo, there's no signal needed. So the coach can anticipate through defensive scouting or recognition what he's going to see. The nice thing is this is great to use with your RPO because basically you're never wrong. The quarterback's going to read that as a run pass option. And the coach will see the defense as they're getting aligned in the formation and can go right to the play call. Second thing, saying nothing means something. So again, if we don't say anything with the snap count, we're automatically going on our first go, so we don't need to do any signal there. And we can go right into our play, which is split zone, which is going to be FSU chop, okay, or like a first down thing. If I want to go run that to my left, I would take my right hand, FSU chop. And now the verbal cue the quarterback's got to give to the lineman, lightning, lightning, and set, ready, go, we're off. So the whole process would look like this, supersonic tempo. I'm going to go ahead and go dual right. The receivers are getting lined up. I'm seeing the defense. I like what I got, so I'm just going to go right to lightning with my opposite hand because it's running at the H. That's how I know. And then the quarterback's going to go lightning, lightning, pause, let everything get processed. Once the linemen are done with their cue line calls, then he's going to go set, gives a visual for the receivers, verbal, ready, go, and we're off. You can see we chunked together a bunch of information. We used automatics where we don't say anything and it means something. And you can go really fast, kept it really simple. Dual right, lightning, and you're gone. Second tempo, or to give you some examples here, this is a dual right formation. Again, we'll line up in the pistol. Once the quarterback calls lightning with the signal, then he moves into the sidecar. Here's an example of the lightning, and we're off. Got a bubble, outgo, inside gut zone, reading it all the way. Here's examples. This is our 9th grade unit. So this is classic split zone. You can see here with the with the defensive recognition right away. They're too high, so I know I got good numbers. You can see these outside backers come out over the slot receiver. So now we know we've got good numbers in the box. I can go right to my split zone. And again, you can see him running it here. End comes upfield. We kick him out. Right up the gut. Simple, sound, 10 yards right off the bat. Let's go to our look and see tempo where we can go a little slower, but you want to have a little more time to see the defense. Again, let's do our duo right. Again, now with the look and see tempo, they're all looking for you for the signal once they get aligned. You simply go ahead and put both pointers on the eye, and that tells your skill players to look at the defense along with the quarterback and do the same recognition you're doing. It gives you a little time to process the play. Now, once you see what you want, you go ahead again. Nothing said means we're going on first go, so nothing there. We go right into our lightning again. So, duo right. They're getting lined up. They're looking at you for the play. I'll go look and see for a little bit, a little slower. I like what I got. Let's go ahead and give the lightning signal, FSU chop. Quarterback's going to go lightning, lightning. Pause again. Let everybody process. Set, ready, go. And we're off. So again, a little slower, same basic, nothing means something, can be pretty fast. Again, what we're looking for here, there's two high safeties, but this is that access, no access we talk about. We talk about this. If the defenders come out and cover our receivers outside the box, the slot and the H, then we say we have no access to throw the ball. If they do not come out, then we say we have access to throw the ball, and it just tells you your thinking then from a play caller. Third tempo then, we can go even slower and use a classic double cadence to have the defense show their hand, so to speak. So I'm going to use that same formation, duo right, we get aligned, but now I go into my freeze signal. Simply tells the skill guys to get set up and get their eyes now on the defense to look as if we're running a play. The quarterback is going to use a verbal cue for the lineman, any cold land, Iceland, Finland, okay, whatever you want there. That tells them the first cadence, there is no play. Again, now what we can do is we can change up the snap count here a little bit by going with a signal. But the first thing, once he does the Iceland, now he's going to go ahead and quarterback's going to go set, ready, freeze. This hopefully exposes the defense. They kind of show their hand. Now we can go ahead and go right into the snap count and play. If we want to mix up the snap count for the first time, we simply do our double two-handed, our peace sign inward, which means we're going to go on 2. The cue word for that, again, using alliteration, is Tuesday. Okay, and then here's the play, lightning one more time. So it would be Tuesday, lightning. Quarterback's going to go Tuesday, Tuesday. The signal's to the skills so they know it's on 2. And now he's going to go lightning, lightning. Again, linemen make their line calls. We make sure everybody's processed everything. Set, ready, go, ready, go. And we're off. So that would be a freeze tempo. Again, adding in, going on a long cadence around 2. Again, additional no huddle mechanics and signals. We can get into a bunch. Again, just like this. Into a bunch huddle and then burst out. Again, here's an example of your look and see to go a little slower, more time to process. We can go into a freeze or double cadence, which gives us, again, the defense will show its hand. We can actually repeat the last play and go super fast on our second play by just doing a go-go. Again, quarterback just yells go-go. Run the exact same formation, play, count as we just did. We can go ahead and change our RPOs into a pass, run, pass first thinking and simply do the alert signal, no verbal needed. And then the fastest is, one word says it all. We simply give this NASCAR, we're going NASCAR speed. Great for trick plays or critical downs with special alignments and rules. And then 2 minute, we just go ahead and do circular motion with the pointer. We're all off. Great way to be super fast. Again, 1/3 does formation, play, everything. Again, you're giving the formation, the tempo, then snap count in the play. So to review, if we go ahead and go, we're going to do dual right for all of it. You're going to call this right as the play's done, get your formation. That's the key as a play caller. And then the 3 different tempos. If we want to go supersonic, There's no signal needed. There's no signal needed for the count, and we go right into our play, Lightning FSU Chop. If we want to slow it down a little bit, we're a duo right. They get a line. They're looking at you for the play. Let's go ahead and look at the defense. We'll see it, but then we'll go right into no signal needed. Let's go on the first go and right into the play, and we're off. The last then is the freeze, where we get into a double cadence. Once they get a line, duo right. You're going to freeze it. They'll look at the defense. We're going to go ahead and go set, ready, freeze. Now we'll look over at the play caller, the players will. We can go ahead and mix up the count and still call our split zone, where we can go on 2, Tuesday, Tuesday, and then lightning, lightning, set, ready, go. So again, you can see you can do a lot of different things by saying very little. It's how you teach it, how you communicate it. More importantly, when you practice team periods, you want to practice calling from the sideline and making those skills people learn the signals, process it, and then the linemen to hear those verbal calls, process it, using these different tempos for different periods, and you'll get it down. Thanks.